more than 80 years, the Halverson family has grown potatoes in the rich soil of North Dakota. And in 8 decades, there have been a lot of changes.
World War II broke out, and if you had a company name called Japs, you probably lost a customer or two just because of the name. So they actually changed the name from Japs to Jays.
Gregg Halverson is a collector, a historian,
If you kind of look closely, here's the Frito-Lay logo.
and a third-generation potato farmer
The bottom part opens up and releases the seed piece.
who hasn't forgotten his roots.
We still derive everything we do from the soil, and that part hasn't changed since my grandfather started in 1928.
What has changed is the size. Started in North Dakota's Red River Valley, the family-owned business now farms some 17,000 acres across 11 states. While commodity crops find their way into a few fields on a rotational basis, the Halversons' focus is potatoes, and more specifically, those used to make potato chips. Black Gold Farms is currently the largest fresh crop producer of chip potatoes in the U.S.
Customer doesn't care if it rains or the wind blows or it freezes or anything. They just want their potatoes delivered when we say we're going to deliver them on time. And by the way, they better be great black gold quality too.
It's that dedication to meeting customer expectations that helped this business quadruple in size in a little more than a decade. Today it employs 120 people, including Gregg's 3 children.
We can't afford to fail because I've got 120 families that I feel very responsible for. And if something should happen, we want to be ready so the business can move forward without skipping a beat.
That's a lesson this family learned firsthand. About 13 years ago, Gregg's wife died unexpectedly from a brain aneurysm. They were married for 26 years.
I chose to grieve by working a lot of hours a day and doing what I could to get my mind off that whole thing. We've chosen to just remember all the solid, positive things, and that's her legacy will go on forever. No question about it.
Maybe her most lasting legacy is the 3 children the two raised together. Today, John is poised to take over the farm's operations, and son Eric is marked as the future CEO. His daughter Leah helps out with marketing.
And I'm so lucky because I get to have all 3 of my kids in the business with me, and in some way, shape, or form. And don't tell me we don't have some fairly feisty conversations around the conference table. But at the end of the day, I think we all kind of walk out of there and say, yeah, that was kind of fun.
Together, they're building not just a farm, but a system of success. With a substantial growth over 25 years into geographically diverse locations, Black Gold Farms put into place an extensive compilation of standard operating procedures with a focus on sustainability. Those SOPs are helping each site replicate and sustain the Black Gold Farms model.
You can get all the specialists and all the experts in the world, but unless you execute, unless you get the job done on the farm, you might as well forget it.
It's all about results, something customers, like their largest potato buyer, Frito-Lay, expect, fulfilling expectations and being open to new opportunities. Recently, the family started growing sweet potatoes in the southern U.S.
Opportunities seem to pop up in the craziest times and in the craziest forms. You know, sometimes it's a conversation over coffee. Other times it's a formalized, hey, have I got a deal for you on the phone?
But for Gregg, no matter what the work, he never forgot the lessons his father taught him in the fields of North Dakota.
If you're going to do it, you better do it right. And Dad, bless his soul, is gone now, but every now and then I think about that as I kind of do things, or as I do a thing that isn't 100%, you know, maybe you should take another pass at that, just to do it right.
It's a way of life that's leading Gregg Halverson and Black Gold Farms towards a successful future.